All right. We've had a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back on the Songwriter's Couch here. Episode number 54. Can you believe it, Allie? 54 at this point. I'm waiting for the 100, but now we've been slowing down, so it's getting slower and slower. It's like building up the tension until episode 100. And then my head might explode or something at the end of it, you know?
That's actually what we're going to do.
Yeah. But on today's show, I've got a special guest here. You flew here just to be on the show, and I really appreciate it. I know it was expensive, and I didn't cover any ticket prices or anything like that. But I'll introduce you in just a second. Before I do that, and you guys realize who I have on the show, don't forget to go down, like, subscribe, comment, do all that sort of thing. What else? Buy merch. I'll put a link to the merch. Give us money. Send us in checks in the mail. Buy our music. All that sort of thing, right? Is that it? That all I have? Okay, so it's been a while, so I forget my spiel here. But on today's show, and correct me if I mispronounce your name, and hopefully I don't. Partha?
It's Parth.
Parth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi. Yeah, perfect. Now it's my turn.
So tell them, why don't you tell everybody at home, first of all, who you are, what you do,
Absolutely.
and then where they can find everything
Yes.
about you.
Patrick, this is basically I belong to India.
Okay.
And what he was saying is true, partly true, not completely though. But so the truth is that he sponsored my tickets and I flew down. But yeah, I flew down from India to US for the shows out here basically. We have a beautiful festival. I'm a singer and I perform for a lot of regional stuff out here as well as in the world. And the reason to be here is to perform for some special occasion, what we call as Navaratri. It's a very religious festival for us. And people crazily dance, like thousands of people dance on our tunes. And
we'll get deeper into like that
we
sort
will,
of thing
we will,
too,
of course.
during the conversation. Where can they find your music and if they want to follow you on social media?
Yes, they can definitely follow me on social media. My ID is Parth Oza 25 on Instagram.
And we'll put it in the
Yeah,
link
of course.
there too.
And on YouTube and on all the audio platforms like Apple Music, we have a lot of platforms which are available here, basically iTunes and stuff. We do produce our own songs, and there are a couple of songs there. You can search for
if you were to tell people watching this, the one song to really introduce yourself to them, if they've never...
it's I don't know how easily you can spell it out. I want you to try first.
Oh.
It's called
This is going to go terribly.
It's called Jogani.
Jogamaya.
It's easy.
So
Come
spelling
on.
it though, Jogamaya.
Jogani.
J
Yeah, J O
O G A M M Y
N I.
N I. Oh, Jogani.
Jogani. See you.
The second word I forgot already.
You got it. You got the first one right.
Yeah.
That's some word.
But you'll spell it for me later. I'll put the link to that. But you feel that that's like the essence of...
That's one of the most popular songs which I have.
Okay, beautiful. So I want to get a chance and why don't we take a second too? By the way, who are you?
Hi, this is Rujuta Dolakia. I am Rochester local, and I take kind of a pride in inviting this whole band, Parth Oza, and we call our team SAAZ because my company's name is SAAZ. Sounds like a jazz, but SAAZ. SAAZ Indian Music and Entertainment. I've been running this for about now 10 plus years.
Oh, wow.
Locally, and yeah, we bring a lot of like cultural stuff here in Rochester. So,
awesome.
Yeah. And that's what brings us with the whole world, and India is here too. So
Yeah. Well, we've been kind of playing some music before this too, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about that too. But I really want to get to know you a little bit better.
Absolutely, Patrick.
Okay. And so one of the ways that we do that typically is with our little kind of icebreaker game called Two Truths and a Lie. Now, have you ever been on TV before?
Yeah,
like pre-recorded TV. So on pre-recorded TV, whenever they do like a little transition or whatever, there's usually a cut there.
Cut, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut to the segment now. All right, you got to stay perfectly still.
Isn't
and then we're going to come back. And we're back.
That's a prank, right?
We're back. No, there will be a cut.
There will be a cut,
There will be a cut. But it's two truths and a lie. So do you have some statements you can make?
Basically, I have to give you 3 statements, right?
3 statements.
You are guessing it? Which
2
one
are,
is
2 are true. One
Okay.
is a lie. And yes, I will attempt and probably fail at guessing which one is the lie.
He made me flew down, okay? So
Yeah, I won't pay for the return ticket if I don't get it.
don't worry, I'll tell whatever you are going to say, that's going to be the perfect answer. Okay, so 3 things I would like to share. One is I'm a doctor. Second, I have majors in Western classical music. The third, I am a part of India's biggest and world's biggest Indian musical Broadway show.
Broadway show. Now I feel like I may have cheated a little bit because I think I know some of this just in passing from stuff. What do you think it is, Allie?
I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah, where are you at with it?
What's the second one?
Second one, what? Truth or lie?
The second statement.
No, what's the second statement?
Second statement?
Western classical.
Majors in Western classical.
I'm going to go that one because I feel like he could be a doctor because, I mean, he could be of anything. You know what I mean? A doctor of anything.
Now, for the first time in the songwriter's couch history, I'm going to go ahead and agree with my wife here and our lovely producer and say Western classical is not true. What do you say? Or you know him too well. You can't guess. That's cheating.
You both know me so well now.
All right, so let's
Just
get
one
we'll do
statement. Yeah.
a drum roll. A drum roll for.
All in the heads, please. Gudu, gudu, gudu. Whoa, you have somebody.
Are we correct?
Absolutely correct. You're correct.
Winner, chicken dinner. Well, that's awesome. So a doctor, what do you mind me asking, in what? What is your PhD? Is it medical doctor?
It's not it's a medical doctor. The process of education there in India is different than what you do it here. But ultimately, it's the same. Medicine is what I study.
Yeah.
And of course, like the rest of the people in the world, I did have a choice to choose music.
How do your parents feel about?
Oh, they were very happy. My family is into music.
Okay.
My father is a singer, composer there in India. My grandmother used to be a lovely singer here.
Okay. All right. So
And
they understand then.
they understand very well. They support it. And also wanted to be a part of the academics, clearly. So
Yeah.
both the things, if you can, you can.
See, my dad, if I was going to be either a musician, because he's a musician too, either a doctor or a musician, he would probably disown me if I chose a musician. But that's me. That's me.
Brilliant.
So you're in town. I know we were joking a little bit. I flew you over, but you're in town for the festival, right? And were you on tour?
Yes, I'm actually on tour. We are on tour. And it's our, I think, 10th or 11th show, which we are going to perform in the coming times. And I flew in between to India either for the shows there. I came back again and with the team, and we are here for some of the festival shows out there. We have Diwali, which is there. It's one of the beautiful festival of India. One more festival. Yes, you know, India is full of festivals.
Yeah.
Every moment there is some other celebration. So
Yeah. I have. What's the Festival of Colors? I actually.
Holi.
Yes. So
It's
some
Holi.
are. If you see our merch, there's the.
Oh yeah, I did see
color-
yesterday. Yeah, it's
That's
all
that's what it's
splash
kind
of
of
colors. Yeah,
based on is that.
lovely,
So,
lovely.
a little nod to Indian culture. So, what's the what's behind the festival? Is it specific to?
So the festival for which we perform usually, for which I am also known for, that is what we call as Garba. It's. You want me to spell it?
Yes.
Spell it and then you sing it with one line.
It's Garba.
Okay, that's simple enough.
That's simple, easy. So that's one of the forms. on which we sing, we have tons of traditional tunes. Tons of traditional tunes on which we sing in continuation for about 3 to 4 hours. And thousands of people dance on that groove and those tunes. And they form a circle and they keep on doing.
Am I invited to one of these? Because I like.
You must.
I
You
like
should.
dancing
Even
and
if you
stuff like
don't
that.
intend to, you will have to.
Yeah. So when you get give me the dates afterwards, and I'll be there for sure. So what ended up? I mean, I know you went to school to be a doctor, right? So
Yeah.
then, how did then you decide I'm going to do music instead? Were you like always writing music, or was it?
I was into music since childhood. Basically, I did my first commercial project in my second grade, I think. So it is 7 years, and the moment that time even I was not accustomed to the Gujarati terminology written. So that was the second grade since I started, and there's a fun part. I came to US as a child artist in '99 with my dad. To perform in some of the shows. And then, of course, music is what you have. And, of course, you need to build it up. Yeah, it runs in the vein, and then you have to build it up in such a way that you'll be able to perform commercially, adding your flair to it rather than that. Because I had a beautiful platform of my dad, who is a very well-established singer-composer there in India. And of course,
So was he playing his own music, or was it?
Yeah, it is. It is our own music. Basically, it's our own traditional form of music which we play. And gradually, US happened actually in 2015 with Rujuta, SARS Indian Music and Entertainment, and she invited us for the very first time here. And almost 10 years now, and Rochester.
How was that? Was there a culture shock between?
No.
know,
It was a
at all?
beautiful merge actually, and trust me, it's.
How were the audiences like in India versus the audiences here?
So the audiences in India, you have a huger mass in India, of course, because India has Indians. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So almost 25,000 people in one show, like in one concert, and they all dance together. So
That's great. Yeah, I like
that. That's the beauty of it. Basically, it's a more elaborated dance form than what we see in Tomorrowland, probably. So
Yeah.
so that is how the show. So lakhs of people actually. So when the festival goes for about 9-10 days, and there are lakhs of people who turn up for that particular time. And of course, they are warm, they are Indians, they are all in their own native place. But when I come to US, there's a very specific connection because, see, people here, they have left India before a long time and they miss it. They miss that true essence. So I think for them,
So bringing it here really like makes.
the people cry,
That's
all
awesome.
they just get back to their own stuff. Do you want to add something to
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. Yeah. So obviously he's being modest. In India, he's a big name, and when he comes here, people are actually want to go and see the Parth Oza, listen
Yeah.
to Parth Oza, and the type of music we perform. Very interesting thing we see.
Well, I have a poster of you on my wall in my bedroom now too. So just
Make sure to get
That's right.
what do you call it? Autograph.
yeah, autograph. Huh?
I hope you don't throw stones at it.
But coming back to what you were saying, yeah. So, but one beautiful thing we see here is like all the generations participating, which is not typical. I mean, in India, it's like a young crowd going out for this festival and all that. And here we three generations coming together because generation wants to pass on the culture to next one, and we think that as a team we are like successful in that because young kids come, they like stand right in like a huge stage, and we see like all these kids and young people not just dancing but singing with us. So many of the kids here, they don't speak the language. The songs are like
Yeah.
a traditional song.
I was
Some-
just going to ask that if they,
Right. No, some of the songs he sings is like the traditional folklore kind of a songs. It comes like 100 years now sometimes. But these kids, like just listening to it again and again every year, they want to make sure that we are going for this festival. We want to hear Parth Oza. they come and sing with us. And to see that is just like amazing, and that definitely brings a lot of joy to us.
It's unbelievable because even you have your band of
Right, we have a
behind
band
us
right
here
here.
too, and I know the language varies a little bit, but as soon as we start playing music together, it feels like we're all speaking the same language.
Right.
It's really it always amazes me, and hence the songwriter's couch. I really like. I really enjoy understanding how musicians write their songs, how they come up with it. Like me, I have my guitar, right? So I'll usually I'll play something, and then I'll come up with lyrics, and I'll flesh it out, and then I bring it to the band, and they'll add their stuff, that sort of thing. When you write something, your own music,
Yes.
How does that typically happen?
So I think in India we have there is also a section of songwriters specifically. Not all musicians write their own songs. There are lyricists who writes their own songs, but I do write few of the songs. I did write one of the song called Kuhdaya. It's a very spiritual and saintly feel song. It's the zone is of Sufi music basically.
Okay. Yep.
And we have also written a couple of these traditional tunes. Like on traditional tunes, we usually write some of the words, and that's what we make. That's how we make the song. There's a typical pattern there that the lyricists usually write the song, and the music composers, like we compose it, and then we sing and perform.
I got you. Okay.
But had the privilege to write. So I think for me, it whatever comes from within, and there is for me it comes with a tune, like because I think same thing goes with you.
It's like you hum first in your head.
Yeah, I think because
Write words on it,
it's a typical more of a singer's kind of thing that you want to sing first and like hum and sing and then the words set in.
Yeah.
Because it's something
See,
like
that's
this.
exactly what. So
Yeah.
you make up fake, like what we were doing before, right? You
I
fake
mean,
words or whatever.
If anybody
and then
listens to it, they'll kill themselves. Trust me. Those words. I mean,
But I do the exact same thing. I'll sing fake something over it just to get a melody.
Yeah.
And then I'll write.
probably there is a thought actually. So the thought is there for the song that I want to think something, because recently I wrote a song called Gudiya also, right? That was a song on a to save female child. I mean, there is a lot of problem going on in India. There was a problem, lesser now, but I don't know, you are unaware about this entire zone, but saving a female child is a big thing there. The gender inequality did persist there. And wrote one of the songs on that. And that was also the same, that it came with the tune first, probably with the thought and tune both. And then probably could elaborate with the correct terms, with correct rhyming and
So that's something I'm interested in, right? So I don't speak when you're singing, I don't understand all the words. So when you're rhyming, is it similar to like English rhyming, or is it a little bit different? Do you understand what I mean? Like,
I got it. I think it is. See, the internal rhyming is the same for any poetry.
Right.
And that's what I believe. That the figure of speech remains the same, but maybe the pronunciation. There are certain terms. There are certain dictions. There are some intonations in Indian language.
Meter is also like, I think what sometimes with the Indian, I feel that's what I feel actually. Some of the Indian songs has like a set meters which we write in. So the rhyming, as you're saying, at the ending, let's say if you're rhyming the N words, or I feel like expressive part in English language is more like there is a thought carried through the words, versus an Indian song, I feel like it's more about, in fact, landing at certain place at end of every line.
So, kind of what I'm interested too. So, like when I write something, I think Eminem is really great at doing this. Eminem in particular, but rhyming a word that doesn't really rhyme. So, like when with instead, like I could rhyme that even though it doesn't actually rhyme.
Correctly.
And do you play with that kind of thing lyrically too?
Absolutely. It happens. For example. I exactly. So for example, I there were a couple of names wanted to incorporate in one of the tunes. So the names have different endings, like Jai Chamunda, Jai Mahakari, Jai Bahucharbari. But there is still a rhyming in it.
Rhythmic rhyme.
Yeah.
Like the way that you say it.
the way you say it. So the meter sets in.
One of the other things I find really interesting in Indian music is the microtones.
Yep.
Like getting in between notes.
Yes, in between.
So is that something that kind of comes natural to you because you grew up listening to Indian music? Or is it something you really had to learn? Because I can like pretend like I'm doing those things, but I don't actually know if I'm hitting
correct.
the notes I'm supposed to hit.
Yes.
So
No, actually, because in the tunes, if the microtones comes, the micro notes comes, then
so wait, just to clarify for people that don't know what they are.
Yes, exactly.
So in a traditional Western music, can you explain
Yeah, so
it?
I can explain it. So it's like we have Indian music like sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re
It's
sa.
do re mi fa sol la
Yeah,
ti do.
exactly.
Yep.
Then sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So these are micro notes.
Yeah, so you're almost like
Yeah.
Like
So these are all
curving
in
them
between notes. Only one of the note is one higher, basically. But the basic micro notes, what you say is microtones. We have to learn it. There are in Indian classical music, there are different ragas, what we say. So it's a set of different notes which have been permuted and combined in different manners. That forms different ragas.
so is that kind of like almost like nursery rhymes that help you to remember?
No, actually, not the rhymes, honestly. But these are the notes, basically. And the notes, for example, if we have rag Bhupali, so Bhupali has got certain set of notes.
Like so kind of
Certain
like a scale.
Scale. Yeah, exactly. You can say the scale, but as in rag Bhupali has certain notes like sa re ga pa da sa dha pa ga re sa. This is one of the rags. So then you take these notes and you form permutations and combinations on these notes and make different forms of what we say is swar malikas, basically. So that's too many hard terms for you.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
not
it's good.
spell.
I like it.
I'll not spell it. But
I'll add to it actually.
but this is the one, and
So is it do you combine ragas
yeah,
as well? Or-
yeah, please.
So it's more like the whole science, right? Like we have a multiple ragas. So the whole science based down is like the certain notes combination is one rag. Then there is another notes combination, another rag. So they're like a basic 11 thatas, and on basic that there are like a multiple ragas. Let's say 64, 100, they all come with the different combinations. When you say combine, not really. I mean, there's a possibility, but then it's like all the...
Because it's kind of like being out of key almost if you're...
Right. And obviously that all compositions cannot be in a... Like there are so many Indian compositions which are based on ragas, but then obviously there are the songs which cannot fit into that certain thing and they kind of explore it more. So then, I mean, they call it Mishra Raga, or sometimes it's not based on then classical. Because when we play classical music, it's a whole different thing than what we're playing a pop or something, right? So there's a different... Similarly in India, the same thing, that there's a whole Indian classical music, but then there is like a different... pop, like Bollywood music. Each region has its own music. They have our folk music. Each region, like there's so many regions, so many languages in India, and each of them has their own flavor and folk, and there's so much like a variety in the music in India. But definitely the Indian classical kind of, and within the India also there are two, like the southern part of India has a different Indian classical, northern part has a different Indian classical. So when you were saying that the micro notes, even the southern part of India has even more micro. So they like sing like in the one note, they have like versions of that. They go into like a micro, as you're saying, the micro notes and micro stuff too. So that's, and then the folk also,
You writing this down, Andy?
and then the folk, they sing certain notes which like you can't even find it like
Yeah.
anywhere. It just comes from here. Like it's no,
Well,
like
that's
you can't
so.
find it.
A lot of the microtones then would be mostly vocal, right? Because on a keyboard,
No, they can.
No,
but I guess on
so-
some
Not
string
keyboard,
instruments
yeah,
you could
some-
probably
right. The kanaswar or kakuswar, right?
Bender, you can.
yeah.
Right. Like so.
That's basically what we call as means and stuff.
Right.
I find that really just make sure you're
So,
putting the
right.
microphone too.
So it's a yodeling also, right? Something like when we say sometimes like the yodeling has that kind of a flavor to
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When they're hitting certain
Why are you
notes.
pointing at me when you say yodeling?
I mean, when you were singing, not yodeling exactly, but certain like some of the
I could pull off a yodel.
So that's where I think in some of the Bollywood or some of the Indian song you hear that also.
Yeah.
So that brings in that extra notes and stuff like. Obviously not like a classical, but the classical is different, and then this one is different. But yeah.
So if someone was to be introduced to something, I know your music, obviously, right? You want them to listen to, but if they were like an introduction to kind of so like
Indian music, you're saying?
yeah, so I said nursery rhymes before because I feel like in the United States when children are learning music, right? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do.
Correct.
Thing, and there's a whole song behind it that helps you remember it. Are there like
Yes. So once you start learning Indian classical music or maybe South Indian classical music, India is big. India is diverse. We have two forms of Indian classical music also. So there are definite songs of every rag, which what you're saying is rhymes, but they are what we call as Lakshan Geet. That is the Lakshan Geet. Yeah, you will be fabulous in Indian vocab. But these are basically the songs meant for us to remember those particular set of notes, basically, for that particular raga.
Can you sing one of them?
So,
Do you have one?
yeah. So what I said is sa re ga pa da sa da pa ga re sa itne jo ban par maan na kariye डरिए प्रभु सो आज आली इतने जो बन पर मान न करिए.
Can you sing it in English
Sim-
now too?
Ah, da, 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 da. That you need
Oh,
to
is
sing
it
with
just?
me.
Is it just? Not, are there words?
These are words, but
Yeah.
it's like a old Hindi words. So it's more about the notes.
The notes, yeah.
Right. So it's like a do re mi song, which
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how do you translate the do re mi
Yeah,
song,
that's
right?
true.
So something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I find those that really interesting. Although my band knows I'm not a music theory, whether it be Indian music or Western music.
There is a beautiful statement on that, Patrick.
Yeah.
I need to say that. One of the very, very great person in India said that. Somebody asked that, what is this related to theory? That what is this music theory in India? I want to know which rag it is and to know the composition. And that gentleman said that, please don't go on the technicalities. See the color of the song. If it touches you, you love it.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Well, that's actually so. Like my father is a musician, and so is my older brother. And my
Wow.
grandmother played the mandolin. So
Beautiful.
I learned kind of by just watching them play the guitar and just listening to music all the time.
But
So
you
I kind
had
of
you had in
yeah.
your genes too. So yeah.
But now with this band too, my Greg, the piano player, he is formally trained.
Oh, okay.
So he actually was what was he? The bandmaster in England for the army or whatever. So he's very technical. So he like gets us.
Yeah, on board.
Keeps us in check on it, and he gets frustrated with me sometimes because I'm like I don't know how to what the key is or what the whatever is, and sometimes I'll write something like we played Hey You before, which is in a crazy timing.
Yeah.
I don't know where that song came from.
But it was lovely. It was lovely actually.
Is timing a big thing with Indian music?
Of course. Timing is tal. It's lay. It's one of the biggest things there in India. The way there are notes, the similar way there is tal, the beats basically. And that also has lot of permutations and combinations. We have Dadra, we have Trital, we have Chaptal, these are all the names of different kind of basically different meters basically. They form and club it like 3-3, 3-4, 7-8.
Yeah.
they have different names there. So that is what it is. You want to add something to it?
And I want to add about the Garba, the music he performs.
each.
It's completely based on the actual rhythm. So when we start, like the first 45-minute set is like in a certain, we call it Tran Tali, where people can clap like 3 times when they're dancing. That's how it goes. And then the second set starts, which is about like 1.5 hour, which is Betali, which is like what 4/4 we call it, right?
Yeah.
And then that also they kind of do the faster, and then there's a double, and then there's a 6/8. It's, the different like people also know that.
Yeah.
So they request like, oh, we want this rhythm. We want like, can you
Oh,
play
really?
this? Can you sing this? Yeah.
See, that's amazing. Can you imagine
So-
an audience in the United States like asking? When I play "Hey You," I see people like their head is like confused as to the rhythm of it, and then eventually they get it, as they're listening to it. But to like have a knowledgeable crowd that can be like, "Oh, I want this kind of."
Oh, absolutely.
know.
If we miss like a singing of one of the pattern, one of the rhythm, people will actually not let it.
Oh, that-
Right. If they'll come to stage and they'll start shouting like, "Can we have this song? We want this one." So, and he has some amazing song actually. In like that's also you keep in mind when you write a song, right? That we want to like within our set, he wants the song to fit into certain set because he knows that the audience is going to receive it that way, and then people are going to remember. Like this year, if he introduces a song, we know that next year they're going to come back and ask for that rhythm, that song. So. It's pretty big, actually. Yeah.
That's so. When I write set lists, I do that too. I kind of base it on the, the crowd we're playing to, or the, the venue. Like if it's a bar, we tend to play something different than,
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're kind of doing the same thing. with
Absolutely,
your,
absolutely
Your
the
rhythms
same.
and all that. What's your favorite one to dance to? You in terms
Me?
of your
Me?
timing, yeah.
So I like this. What you spelled it correctly, Jogni Jogma. That is one of the tracks which I love to because it's a very very beaty form and you can groove on it. Anybody can groove on it actually. So it's I can. I don't know if you can sing also with me, Jogni Jogma.
Oh my. Oh, we could,
What about it?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't think I'm prepared for that.
Let him sing. Then you
No,
sing the
it's,
two lines.
Yeah,
it's
go ahead,
fun.
sing.
Yeah, we can do that. I think we have the set here.
Can they? I don't know. Well, it's not going to play out because I have the PA system off, though.
Okay, no,
at
no,
the
no,
moment,
no.
but-
You can give it on the cajon if you want. That would be great. Yeah. So, can you give F, please? हे मंदिरू घाड़ माड़ी जगने जगाड़ तारा पड़कारे अंबर आगाजे हे चाचर ना चौके ने गब्बर ना गौक जोग माया ने जोगणियों नाचे हे गरबा ना दीवा माँ घेला रे भक्तों ने माड़ी ना पगला पर खाया धरणी थी आप लगी जयकारा गूंजे लहराती रे ओढ़नी निछाया के जोगणी जोग माया के जोगणी जोग माया के जोगणी जोग माया के जोगणी हे जोग माया something like this.
So is that 1, 2, 3, 1,
that,
2,
that,
3? So what's the dance? Are you going to dance? Can you show us the dance?
He has the whole choreograph because he danced like the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Has the whole dance.
I
with
love
it.
dancing.
Well, I'm going to put I'll
love
put a
dancing
link
on
to
the
that
stage. Yeah, you
for
should.
sure
you should.
in there. So let's talk. Really, we got a few minutes left here.
Okay.
And if you're interested, we can even do another one of these remotely. If you're in India or whatever, you ever want to do another one, we'll have you on and do that too.
Absolutely.
But before we go, so what's upcoming that people can go to or listen to that you're working on?
Yeah.
And then I guess if you had one piece of advice for a young
Sounds too heavy.
person looking to get into music,
Oh yeah.
what would you say to them? So,
I'm sure.
So first, what projects or what would you want people to go and find from you?
The tour is basically on at this point of time, and of course, after that, I have a couple of beautiful singles which are coming on, which I'm working on, and we have a series of songs we have a surprise too. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Don't say anything.
so I think some major collaborations. One of the biggest, beautiful Sufi track is on its way, and that's what is the next release. And originals and some of the songs which we love to perform and sing. The shows are on definitely as a major project. Series of some beautiful concerts are being lined up. In India, there's winter now. Winter here too.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
I know.
You get a lot of snow like your home where you're
No snow.
No snow?
Not at all. The
I wish there wasn't snow
gets all watery there.
Well, you live in Rochester, so you know. We get enough for India and everywhere
You
else.
must come in May.
Yeah?
We have a very opposite situation.
Well-
A similar situation. The pain is same, only the type is different. It's damn.
Just the heat.
It's a
The
bad
heat is-
heat. Bad heat.
I like heat though.
You like
I like-
heat?
yeah,
No,
I like to
no.
be
Don't
hot.
say that.
I
You
do
don't
the
know.
sauna every
You don't
day.
know the heat there.
Every day 180 degrees for an hour. I said.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. I could be hot all day long.
See you in May. I'll sponsor the ticket now.
You heard it. You heard it. You're obligated now to pay for the ticket. I would love to come out to India.
You're doing it, right? In the January.
Yes, and also I would like to add that one of the truths which I said is I'm working on India's biggest musical.
That's right. I didn't
Yeah.
even touch on that. So
Yeah, that's okay. But so that is what I'll be performing in Jan, along with all the shows January there in India.
awesome.
So it's all a jam-packed time.
Yeah.
Looking forward, and some of the songs I'm looking forward for the surprise which we are working on.
Yeah. So I guess secrets out of the bag there a little bit, but we've been doing some collaboration here while you're
Yes.
in the States here, and hopefully that'll continue here, and we'll have something really cool coming out. Is there anything you want to add to the promotional stuff? Where again, one more time, where they could find your
Yeah,
Instagram,
absolutely.
your all that kind of stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody can find us on Instagram on a page SAAZ, SAAZ, my personal page, Rujuta Dolakia, obviously Parth's page. A lot of music available on YouTube platform. And actually find our concert series posters on Insta. So they'll know like where we are performing because we go like west to east every year pretty much, covering multiple cities, sometimes people's like, how do you do it? Because we are flying like San Francisco to Dallas to like Atlanta, like it goes crazy, but we love performing. So keep up with that poster. The next poster, like next year poster, usually released in the summer. So that's that. We'll bring him back in USA for sure.
Yeah, beautiful.
100%.
Yeah, and I hope we get a chance to actually perform live together too.
Yes,
and
yes,
do
yes.
something because I'd really like to do that. Everyone, please go follow. And then if we can end here, real quick.
Sure.
So if you were to give younger you
Yeah.
a piece of advice,
One thing which I loved at Patrick, that while we were here and talking to each other, you and then Taban and everybody, the pattern, the thought process, and the pattern with which we work, we do music, is quite similar. I mean, you have to be honest to be a good musician. In terms of musicality, rest of the things you can work on it. As far as music is concerned, you need to be honest. You need to learn. I think every musician is a learner. I also learn, you learn. Everybody keeps on learning and incorporating new things. And I think giving time to it, because the world right now is a swiping world and people want everything in 30 seconds. Like, no, that's not possible. I mean, even for a song to be created, you have to give time. You cannot just do it because you have to do it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, the songs which are masterpieces up till now, they have been created with abundant ease. And till the kick from within comes in, till that fire comes in, wait for that. That's the only advice.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great piece of advice, and not only be honest, but I think be vulnerable also. With
very
what
true.
you're,
Very true.
because when you're on stage, sometimes I feel more like myself when I'm performing
Yeah, that's
than if I'm just walking around. You know,
that's what we are. We are born for. So.
yeah, it's like it's my natural state up there. So I really appreciate you coming on the show, coming all the
Thank
way
you,
from
Patrick.
India just to be on the songwriters couch and bringing your whole band. And again, we're gonna have some really cool stuff. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, buy merch wherever it is. It's over here, over there, floats around sometimes.
Thank you so much, Patrick.
I can't wait to see what we
Absolutely, absolutely.
have come out of all of this. Go follow him, follow his music, download it, buy his merch too,
Yeah.
and we'll put all the links and all that stuff in there. And until then, and until the next time, what's my usual thing? Oh, say goodbye to the people there.
Goodbye. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There you go. All right. Till next
Bye.
time.